hacked to death in broad daylight on the streets of Dakshina Kannada. Praveen Nettaru's murder accused is now in the poll free for the upcoming assembly elections in the state of Karnataka. Now, the murder accused has been shortlisted to contest polls from an SDPI ticket. Currently in NIA custody, Shafi may actually contest from Puttur constituency. The SDPI president says they've not announced such a candidature yet. The 3 names have been shortlisted and Shafi is one of them. So the reality is that the SDPI president is confirming that he is one of the candidates who is being considered despite being a murder accused, despite being in NIA custody right now.
Giving a ticket to a person who's a murder accused and a person who is responsible for inciting communal violence here in Karnataka, it really shows what is the political party stands for. It is totally condemnable, and see, every time we need to have political parties, Puja, who could be source of inspiration to the coming generations. And having leader like this, who's a criminal, who is communal, who is prejudiced, so it shows what is this political party stands for, and I totally condemn it. I hope if SDPI people are listening to it, and they would track back on and change their candidate, because in democracy there is an opportunity for every person to stand for election. But having a candidate of this tainted reputation, and that too in 21st century, is totally condemnable.
His defeat is certain. They are deliberately putting him as a candidate only to disturb the political atmosphere in Karnataka, or to polarize the political atmosphere further between majority and the minority community. But their designs will be defeated by both the minority and the majority community, who always desire peace in the state.
Let me take this across to Anuga Keshav. She's joining us live from Bengaluru with more details on this. Anuga, it's exactly this kind of politics that's always led to bloodshed, that's always led to communal politics in places like Dakshina Kannada district. What's the SDPI saying right now? Why exactly, and how are they justifying having a murder accused as one of those who are in contention for the ticket?
Akshita, we tried reaching out to SDPI, but they're not really answering our calls. But what we have right now, the information that we have right now is that there were 3 shortlisted candidates, and one was, one of them was this Shafi Bellare, who is the murder accused.
Stay with me, Mr. Abdul Majid, SDPI President of Karnataka, is joining us on this broadcast. Mr. Abdul Majid, what is the justification, sir, of the SDPI to have a murder accused in contention for a ticket?
Okay, you see, the Social Democratic Party of India, the cadres and the members of the Social Democratic Party of India, the Puttur Assembly constituency, has unanimously proposed Shafi Bellare's name for Puttur as a candidate in Puttur Assembly constituency. You know that according to the People's Representative Act, an accused can file the nomination and face the elections. Law permits to, because he is not just an accused. So, accused. I will come to you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, he is just an accused. Due law, of course, has to be processed in later course. The second thing is, when the Shafi Bellare arrested in the Praveen Nettaru murder case, the same day, we had a press conference, we declared that because Shafi Bellare is the state secretary of Social Democratic Party of India, he is a responsible person. Since many years, he has worked for the people of... Sir, he's a
murder accused. Can we just highlight here that he's a murder accused? He hacked someone to death, sir.
No, you see, this is actually, he is a political vendetta, has been fixed. He is a very innocent...
Sir, he is in NIA custody right now. Mr. Majid, he's in NIA custody. Whatever political line you want to take, whatever you're accusing this of, it's a murder case, sir, that we're talking about.
Maybe. What I am saying is, NIA is not the court. NIA is an agency, that's all. NIA and many agencies, we know very well that NIA, ED and many agencies working for the Modi government. They are working for the ruling.
You are fully, right now, it's shocking that you're actually justifying this. Are you saying that the SDPI will go ahead and nominate Shafi? We'll give him the ticket.
Now, what is the wrong? Because in Indian political history, many persons accused of murder and many
Sir,
criminals.
two wrongs don't make a right. Let's be clear first that two wrongs don't make a right. At no point can you justify a murder accused, someone who hacked Praveen Netaru to death, who hacked someone to death in broad daylight, is given a ticket to contest. And you're citing the law here, sir.
You must have patience to listen me, please.
Go ahead.
You see, now in the parliament, in the parliament, more than 40% have criminal cases in the parliament, member of parliament. You know, the bomb blast accused in Bhopal, Shafi Prajna Singh. She is in bail. She is the member of parliament. Bomb accused, murdering of more than 8 people, and many more are.
You're repeating the same point. You're repeating the same point, Mr. Majid. Thank you for joining us. But what's very clear, my takeaway from that conversation with you says that the SDPI stands by its decision, is justifying it, saying all of this is nothing but political vendetta, that Shafi is innocent, and that's why we will go ahead with this step. What's more is that the SDPI says that Abdul Majid, who I just spoke to, says there are many MLAs, many MPs with criminal records, so what's wrong in this case?